So I'm hyperventilating a little bit. If I fall over, pick me up because I've got some things to say.
2017 was a desolate year in the arena of American and global politics. But with movements like Me Too and Time's Up, it proved to be a groundbreaking year in the film industry. And the women behind it aren't stopping anytime soon.
Here, I should be better at putting a mic on. There, is that better?
Yeah, thanks so much.
My name is Madeleine Olnek, and I'm a filmmaker and an NYU graduate.
The numbers are even lower for queer women in film. And with the recent resurgence in queer cinema from mainstream directors, Olnek demands change.
I would like to institute a gay tax. Whereas any people who are making a gay movie and there's not one gay person involved, they'll have to pay the gay tax. It should just be $20. But in those $20, so we'll make it accessible, but those $20 will really add up because there are so many of these projects that don't involve a single gay person. I know that there's a formula that comforts people, and it's like, at 10 minutes in this happens, and then 3/4 in this happens. Oh, we have great music, and oh, the camera is lush and hides a multitude of narrative sins here. But what about when a movie gives you an idea that then changes something about how you want to live your life?
And it seems like the rising generation of filmmakers at Tisch School of the Arts agree.
Hi, I'm Jacarrea Garraway. I'm a sophomore for a few more days in film and TV, going to be a junior soon at Tisch School of the Arts. I always say the story about being like 11 years old, and it kind of was the last year I had with my father, but it was the most memorable because we would watch a lot of movies together. It's one of those things where we didn't have a really good relationship, but like when we were watching movies together, it was the ultimate bonding experience. And part of my thinking was if I could make films like that pass on that experience with other people and their families and friends, then I feel like I'm doing something right. I remember somebody saying that like we look for people to come out and make these movies, but there's nothing stopping you from already finding people who have or making your own. So it's like we rely on other people to give us like something we think that we don't have access to, and it's like you do if you create the work and you look for those who are already working towards it. As far as like the stories I want to tell, really, I think I first start off initially with saying that a lot of it is me being very selfish in the fact that I want to make movies that I needed to see when I was younger, that I still feel kind of robbed of, that really would have made a difference, especially just young black girls coming of age, and ways to tell that aren't just about like pain and like heartbreak and like, oh, like they have to go through this like really terrible period of their life just to realize that they were great all along and stuff like that.
Hi, my name's Addie, Guidry, and I'm in the Stella Adler Studio of Acting at Tisch. I think it's something that's really disturbing to me is that like for the longest time growing up, my favorite movie was Mean Girls. I was obsessed with it to the point that I know every single word in that movie. There are so many films out there that people of color are making right now and that do a great job at bringing in many different perspectives and points of views in the process and the performance. But like when it comes down to amplification, the mainstream movies are still predominantly white. People choose what stories they decide that they think they need to tell. And if you accept a role or you just agree to work on a project, like I think that you're just as responsible for continuing the issue in some ways. And directors who are taking the initiative to just make their own work and not have to wait for some big white man to come and let them tell their story. They're just gonna tell it themselves.
Because we all have stories to tell and projects we need finance. Don't talk to us about it at the parties tonight. Invite us into your office in a couple days, or you can come to ours, whichever suits you best, and we'll tell you all about them.